think I can see Oppenheimer. Hold on. Here are the nominees. All right, okay, here we go. We have American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall. You know, think in hindsight, it's probably best that he didn't read off the other nominees, because he would have been there all goddamn night. He would have been mispronouncing them because he didn't see any of these goddamn movies. He wouldn't even fucking know. Past Lives. Those Poor Things. The Holdovers. Killers of That Moon. The Moon of Flowers. And I see Oppenheimer. That's the one. Good old Bobby Oppenheimer. Hoo-ha. All right. Goodbye. Take a look at the big winners of the Academy Awards, the Oscars for 2024. Now, of course, we watched this last night. I have to be honest. I thought the ceremony itself, the presentation, was pretty good. I would think we were all expecting to be as bad as it has been over the last, 20 years or something, a couple of decades. But I think for the first time in a long time, they actually put together a fairly decent and entertaining show. Not that it didn't have its weak moments. It did. Pretty much every time Jimmy Kimmel waddled out on stage and was trying to be funny. But there was a lot of stuff that I thought did work. I think there was a lot of funny presenters. There was a lot of great jokes. Everyone from John Cena to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. I think there was some fun stuff. And I ended up really liking it. I found it very enjoyable watching it with you guys. But we can go ahead and look at the winners of the Academy Awards. Chad, I believe these are all in ABC order. And, we can discuss them, see if we have any alternative takes, see if we take umbrage with the winners of these major categories. But perfectly honest, I really don't, aside from maybe one or two. I think for the most part, what we expected to won, and what we wanted to win ended up kind of winning. So I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. So we had the first category, actor in a leading role. Of course, you had a bunch of nominees. Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, which I wouldn't have nominated, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, which I didn't see, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. Of course, Cillian Murphy ended up winning Best Actor, and I feel like this was a two-horse race between Cillian Murphy and Paul Giamatti for the longest time. They were both kind of clean up at respective award shows. I think in my heart of hearts, I would have given it to Paul Giamatti personally, but Cillian Murphy winning for Oppenheimer, I wasn't upset by that. He did a great job. He was very, very good in the film. And then we have actor in a supporting role. And again, I think amazing nominees here. Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction, Robert De Niro, Kills the Flower Moon, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. All their performances I thought were great, but Robert Downey Jr. winning for Oppenheimer, I don't think that came as a big surprise. He was sweeping all the other award shows. He was amazing as Strauss. The person in charge of the Atomic Energy Commission. I thought, he did a great job. He had one of my favorite bits of acting this past year, his monologue, his breakdown. He should be thanking me. I love that. So, I don't think that was hugely controversial at all. Oh, and if you wanted the link to the Hermes, I'll provide that again. Right there for you. There is the link. It's also on social media as well. Then we have actress in a leading role. Of course, we have Emma Stone for Poor Things, Annette Bening for Nye, which I didn't see, Lily Gladstone, Kills the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller for Name of the Fall, which was very good, and Carey Mulligan for Maestro. Of course, Emma Stone won for Poor Things. I would have given it to Emma Stone as well. I guess that's one of the big controversial things. A lot of people thought Lily Gladstone deserved it, and I'm sorry, but I think Emma Stone deserved it over her. That movie would not have worked without Emma Stone's performance. The movie was about her, and I think Lily Gladstone, she was just absent for most of Killers of the Flower Moon, to be perfectly honest, and they had a lot of scenes where she's just kind of drugged up, and that's not her fault. I think that's Martin Scorsese's fault, so if you want to blame anybody, blame him for how he showcased her character, but I think Emma Stone gave the better performance, across the board. Even if the other films that I've seen, which, and Sandra Hüller was great in Name of the Fall. She did an amazing job. She probably would have been honestly, I think I would have put her performance over Lily Gladstone after seeing it now. And then Carey Mulligan for Maestro, which I didn't really care for that movie at all. She's probably the best actor in it, but I still didn't really care for that film. I'm personally glad Emma Stone won it. And we have actress in a supporting role, or as I like to call the Divine Joy Randolph Award. you had Divine Joy Randolph, nominated for The Holdovers, Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, who I think Emily Blunt's an amazing actress, very talented actress, but I don't think she should have been nominated. Daniel Brooks for The Color Purple, America Ferrera for Barbie, which I also questioned a lot, Jodie Foster for Naya, which I did not see. Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Everyone said she was going to be win, and it's like, yeah, we all knew it. I thought she gave the best performances out of all the people, at least that performances I've seen from this selection. You snubbed Megan, bitch. Now we could have gotten. Now Megan deserved a nomination. Megan should have been nominated either for Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress. 100%. I agree. No question. I was happy for Emma Stone's win. GC, I would have been happy for Lily Gladstone, but I would have given it to Emma personally. There you go. You're fired. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, very happy for Divine Joy Randolph's win. I thought she did a great job. Animated film. I guess this is a big controversial one for some people. Nominees were The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Nimona, Robot Dreams, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The Boy and the Heron won. I was telling you, Chad. I was saying, I would have given it to The Boy and the Heron. That was my personal choice. I liked it more than Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And the fact that this was most likely is going to be Hayao Miyazaki's last movie, that it's like, all right. And then you're also kind of giving it to him for his entire legacy, his entire body of work. And also the fact that Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse won only a few years ago back in 2018. I was like, I think The Boy and the Heron is going to take it. And inevitably it did win. Although a lot of people are saying it should win Across Spider-Verse. I'm like, yeah, I just, personally, I preferred The Boy and the Heron. But there you go. What the mystical, best mystical magical minority? Yeah, I think Lisa's doing my my Hermes poll right now. That's one of my categories. Yeah, mystical magical minority. I'll wait till you get to the Blackerfice. Best Blackerfice and minority sacrifice. Wait till you get to that one. Oh Christ! I saw none of these movies except Talk to Me was very good. Talk to Me was excellent. Oh, my Lord. I like Boy and the Heron, but to me, it's not one of their strongest films. I would have given it to Spider-Verse. It came off like a legacy award. No, I can see that. There you go. Why wasn't the girl who talked to me nominated? I think, well, you know what? I think one of the big reasons why is because, the Academy to this day purposely snub genre fare. I feel like unless it's just that there's just a huge groundswell of support, like for something like Godzilla Minus One, where everyone's going like, this is amazing, right? That you have these other great genre movies that are often ignored, and people's performances in those movies are ignored. The actress who was the main lead and Talk to Me did a great job. She was so good, and she gave one of my favorite performances this year. Yeah, I'm talking about you snubbing her. Oh. For what? Oh, for Blackerfice? Well, I think we argued over. Now we're getting off topic. I think we argued technically it wasn't her sacrifice. Technically, it someone else pushed her. So yeah, I think she got snubbed. I think based on our conversations. See how he shifts blame, chat. All right, moving on from the animated feature, but I could see a lot of people. Yeah, that one being that's probably controversial, but I'm not mad with the winner. Cinematography. Oppenheimer, El Conde, Kills Flower Moon, Maestro, Poor Things. Oppenheimer won. I don't think anyone was very surprised by that. I could have possibly seen Poor Things winning this too. But that winning, I was like, yeah, makes sense. Costume design, again, between Poor Things and Barbie, but you also had Kills Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer. Poor Things won that, won a lot of the technical awards. Brilliant costume design. I wasn't bothered by that at all. Directing, which this wasn't a huge surprise. Nominated, of course, was Christopher Nolan. Then you had Justine Triet for Emma Fall, Martin Scorsese, Yorgos Lanthimos, and then Jonathan Glazer was up there. And, of course, Christopher Nolan won, and I'm sure this will not be his last win. I think he's probably going to win several times in the future, chap. No question about it. I don't think that was a controversial choice. I think he was always going to be the guy that was going to win. Maybe a dark horse like Yorgos Lanthimos or Justin Triet, but outside of that, no. I think it was always going to go to him. Lisa, thank you, AB. Stop ignoring me, Chris. Damn it! What did I do? What did I do? Oh my Lord, Lisa, ignore me. Is it because I'm black or is it because I'm a woman? It's Women's History Month, Lisa. So yeah, obviously woman. Black History Month was last month, silly Billy. Come on now. You should know. You should know these things. I want my biddies back, Holly. You got no biddies. They're mine now. Those are my biddies now. And then we have, I didn't see any of these documentary films. The winner was 20 Days in Mariupol, which is covering the Ukrainian-Russian war. Then documentary short film winner was The Last Repair Shop, which I did not see. I didn't see any of these. Film editing. Nominees were Oppenheimer, Inevitable Fall, The Holdovers, Kills Flower Moon, Poor Things. Oppenheimer won. Again, I don't think that's hugely controversial. International feature film, you had The Zone of Interest, Io Capitano, Perfect Day, Side of the Snow, The Teacher's Lounge. Again, I didn't see Perfect Days, but I'm sure Japan probably realized, like, fuck, we should have nominated Godzilla -1. But I don't think they realized what they had and the impact that movie would have, in the international sphere, especially in the West. But The Zone of Interest won, which I was not surprised by at all. I figured that was going to win. That was the one that I had seen. You had makeup and hairstyling. Nominees were Poor Things, Golda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Side of the Snow. I kind of took issue with this specific category because there's just a lot of old man makeup. And I'm not saying that old man makeup is easy to do, but I'm just like, it seems to be like they're always nominated as old man makeup. Old man and old lady makeup. And I don't know, I would have had more fun with this category. Like, nominate stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like all the creatures they had and all the you had like the human hybrid animal people on that planet. I thought that was really cool. And then you also had like Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, and like they had CGI in that movie, sure, but then they had all these other people like, stylized as all these different fantasy creatures and things. And I was like, you should nominate more stuff like that. Have fun instead of just old man makeup, But Poor Things won, which I would have given it to Poor Things as well. I really loved the makeup in that. They actually had people just, looking monstrous from Willem Dafoe, which is just freaky and unusual, like, Emma Stone, of course, right? So I'm glad that won. Well, people are boring. Well, people are kind of boring. Yeah. I was like, all right, you made them look old. Congratulations. You made them look like something he's going to look like in 20 or 30 years, right? So, yeah, I'm glad Poor Things won. Then Music Original Score. Nominees were Oppenheimer, American Fiction, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, which I take umbrage with that one. It's like, this is basically a score that is, it's a new rendition of it, but that's the score from 1981. Come on. Kills the Flower Moon, Poor Things, Oppenheimer won, Ludwig Göransson. He's gonna be a household name like John Williams one day, or a Hans Zimmer, Chad, I think. This won't be his last win, but Oppenheimer did have a great score. So I think that, I'm trying to think like the other score I would have nominated. A lot of people said that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse should have been nominated for best score as well. I think it should have been nominated too. I think that should have taken the place of Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. But Oppenheimer winning was not controversial. And his second one after Black Panther, yeah. So we're gonna be hearing his stuff for many years to come. Then we have Music Original Song. You have What Was I Made For, The Fire Inside, I'm Just Ken, Never Went Away, and Wazeze. The winner was What Was I Made For, and I'm sorry, this is the one I just don't agree with. I think it was a fine song. It was my first time like hearing it since the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, this song, which plays towards the end of the film, and I'm like, yeah, it's like whatever. And I'm sorry, after we just saw I'm Just Ken, like performed by Ryan Gosling live, and I didn't think it would be that great. I was shocked at how good that performance was. And then it's like right after they did that, then they announced the winner for Best Original Song, and they gave it to What Was I Made For. I'm sorry, but I'm Just Ken was just better. Now, the Academy often likes to have the sad songs win instead of like the poppy, fun ones. And I just don't agree. I'm Just Ken should have. That's the one I've taken the biggest umbrage with. I was like, nah, it should have went to I'm Just Ken. I'm sorry. That's the way it has to be. Plus, Poor Things has the Emma Stone derp face that wins awards. I know, excellent derp face. His second win after Black Panther, I'm Just Ken, should have won. Well, also won a Grammy, Chris. So boo for you. Oh, the What Was I Made For? Yeah, I just didn't. It's good. It's a good song, but it's just not as good as I'm Just Ken. It just isn't. So, saying the best song win was boring, but not surprised about the song winning. Yeah, it's rare. It's like, I remember the year that Slumdog Millionaire was nominated. I think it was 2008, and then that song won, which was I think it was Jai Ho, and it was so just like, it makes you want to get up and dance, right? And I was happy that won that year, because usually that song would be nominated, but it wouldn't win, because it's like a really happy kind of like you're gonna start moving and grooving song. I was like, oh wow. So I want more of those songs to be nominated and win, because those are the ones that people fucking talk about. Anyway. And then we have Best Picture, chat. Of course, the nominees were Oppenheimer, American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Kills Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest, and it went to Oppenheimer. I don't think this was a huge surprise, to be perfectly honest. I mean, my personal favorite movie was The Holdovers, so I would have given it to The Holdovers. But Oppenheimer won. I was like, yeah, it was a really good movie. Really good movie. You know, you had some other great ones on this list, too. Some like really the only ones that I didn't care for, like Maestro. Maestro, I don't know if I would have nominated Barbie personally, but everything else, I'm like, yeah, I can see those being nominated. All good movies. Let's see here. Not doing that one for RRR. Fair enough. It's like Everything is Awesome versus Glory from Selma. Everything is Awesome was the more fun song, but the winner was the serious one. Yeah, that's how it usually is. I think I can see Oppenheimer. Hold on. Here are the nominees. All right, okay, here we go. We have American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall. You know, think in hindsight, it's probably best that he didn't like read off the other nominees because he would have been there all goddamn night. He would have been mispronouncing them because he didn't see any of these goddamn movies. He wouldn't even fucking know. Past Lives. Those Poor Things, The Holdovers, Killers of That Moon, The Moon of Flowers. And I see Oppenheimer. That's the one. Good old Bobby Oppenheimer. Hoo-ha. All right, goodbye. Yeah, I don't know why they had him do it. Like, listen, Al Pacino is a Hollywood legend, of course. He's been in some of the greatest films of all time. He's given amazing performances. I understand that. But why do they keep putting these old men who can't fucking see anymore out there on stage to announce the winners? Like, don't do it, okay? Just get like a director from a previous year. Have Steven Spielberg announce it, for God's sakes. Do something like that. It would make more sense. I don't know. Like any of those, you could have gotten any of those filmmakers in the past several years. Oh, Christ. I know for a while they had Jack Nicholson do it because, well, at the time, he could still fucking see. That's why he would announce the Best Picture winners. It's very weird. Great ass! Oppenheimer. Oh, my God. Mrs. Oppenheimer, a great ass on her. I like him thick. Remember when, like, Pacino, like, something happened to Pacino, by the way. Like, he went from the very quiet, introspective voice that we kind of all know, like, in the 70s, you know, like, for Godfather and Dog Day Afternoon, and, like, for all those films that he did in that time. But then there was a shift. Something happened in the 80s. And by the time we got to, like, the 90s, and he was full son of a woman, hoo-ha! He was just doing that. I should take a flamethrower to this place, but I'm too old, I'm too blind, I'm too goddamn tired. Like, that's, something happened. I don't know. Florence Pugh had a great ass in Oppenheimer. Whoa, what a scene. You think they learned those after Warren Beatty? I was like, why are we dragging these old men out here? Great ass on. I think Scarface. I was thinking, like, what was the movie in the 80s that he did that where his voice changed? I think it was Scarface. Something happened in him playing a Cuban. Someone unleashed the beast. That just became, then after Son of a Woman, that's just how he sounded for everything. But I think you're right. I think Scarface definitely affected him something. Cocaine, Chris. Cocaine's what it was. Cocaine and I think hard drinking or something. And he never sounded the same after that. It's very weird. The Dunkachino. I just want to talk about something serious. Talk about the Dunkachino. Ooh, hoo-ha. Oh, my Lord. I think it was always there because he was screamed by the end of Godfather 2, but it became more frequent. It became much more frequent. Any case, Oppenheimer. I think that was the winner. I was like, I thought he was gonna fuck it up. I thought he was gonna be like, is he gonna fuck this up? He's not because he won't be able to see it. Make the font bigger for him at least, if you know he's gonna present it, so he can. Anyway, production design. Nominees for Poor Things, Barbie, Kills the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer. I mean, I think this was between Poor Things and Barbie. I think either of them could have gotten it, but Poor Things got it. So it was like, yep. Just it was a sweep in the technical awards. Those aesthetic awards, if you will. Animated short film. I didn't see any of the animated short films, chat, but War is Over, inspired by the music of John and Yoko. There you go. Yoko Ono. Live action short film. I didn't see these, but The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar one. It was Wes Anderson. And that's his first Academy Award. He wasn't there because he was busy working on his new movie, apparently. Sound. We had the nominees were The Zone of Interest, The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And Oppenheimer, and a lot of people were saying, like, oh, this is going to go to Oppenheimer. I'm thinking, like, after The Zone of Interest, they're going to give it this. The way they did sound design, like the sound design in that movie is exceptional. Like I wasn't as you guys know for my review, it's like this is a movie I respect. I can't say I enjoyed watching it, but the sound was impeccable. So that winning did not come as a shock. And I was right. I think that was my prediction. And I think I would have given it to the Zone of Interest as well. So, and then we have visual effects chat. The nominees were Godzilla -1, The Crater, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, and Napoleon. And of course, Godzilla -1 won that, obviously. You had the director of the film, Takashi Yamazaki, there. And it was great to just see a genre film like Godzilla win something, right? Because this is the groundswell for support. I think if Japan had put that film forward, it would have been nominated for Best Foreign Film. I'm convinced. But I don't think they knew what they had. And so I think maybe this was also kind of a bit of a makeup for that mistake that not the Academy made, but Japan made. Although I still said that it should have been nominated for Best Picture as well. But in any case, I have to admit though, like I know some people were upset that they got cut off and they got shoo-shooed off stage. I'm like, I don't know why they chose to try to do their speech in English where they couldn't speak English, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck they're trying to say. So they should have just had an interpreter there, to be perfectly honest. But still, very, very cool that it won, because it's a great movie. It's a great movie and deserves recognition. Heavier Godzilla, though, I was secretly rooting for Guardians. Guardians had great VFX. Great VFX. I see the clip they showed for Guardians VFX. I'm like, not any of the animal CGI motion capture, just Adam Warlock saving Chris Pratt on a blue screen on wires, just like, swollen Chris Pratt. Oh, man. I had a hunch War is Over was going to win because it was an award at the Annies. His logo. Oh, for the animated short films. Gotcha. And then we have the last two, chat. Writing adapted screenplay. Nominees were American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, The Zone of Interest, and American Fiction won. I think this was my prediction. This is one I would have given it to as well. Very nice speech by Cora Jefferson talking about film budgets and the type of movies that can be made with those ridiculous budgets. I think that was pretty cool. I don't think that was controversial, personally. I know some people had Oppenheimer, but I'm just like, after I saw American Fiction, I'm like, they're going to give it to this movie. It's a smart film. Like, really, my only issue of American Fiction, I didn't care for the endings because they're plural. They have multiple endings, which are like, just pick one, goddammit. But still a great film and a great screenplay. And then writing original screenplay, the nominees were An Amiable Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Lives. It went to An Amiable Fall. That was the big winner. I think this was a two-horse race between An Amiable Fall and The Holdovers. By the Amiable Fall won. I wasn't upset by that. I think my prediction pick was this is the ones that I got wrong. I think I said The Holdovers, but I'm like, I think An Amiable Fall will be the other choice though, and it went to An Amiable Fall. Now you have the whole controversy, of course, with allegations of plagiarism against The Holdovers. We'll see if that comes to fruition. We'll see if anything that's true. But it's like, oh shit, kind of that cloud literally hanging above that movie now, or at least the person that wrote it. David Hemmingsing. So we'll see. But they kind of avoided any controversy by giving it an Amiable Fall. Some people were saying, like, do you think they changed it the last minute? I'm like, I don't think they did. Because those were kind of the two. That was a two-horse race, in my opinion. Shocked that Maestro got nominated. Jesus. And I didn't see May December. I've heard some people are like really split the movie. I hear some people that like it and didn't like it. Very divisive film. And Past Lives being nominated, I was like, yeah, that's not a surprise. That's not a surprise. But yeah, that was the Academy Awards. And I guess like just the Academy Awards themselves, chap. Again, as we were saying in the beginning of the stream, I actually thought this was a pretty solid, entertaining Oscar ceremony and presentation. Not to say that it didn't have its cringe moments. Usually every time like Jimmy Kimmel waddled on stage, I think it'd work. He definitely had some jokes that really fell flat. But then you had some other amazing presenter, like some highlights for me. Loved actually the bit with John Cena, I have to admit. At first, I was like, what are we doing? But he committed to it, and he was really fun, so it was great to see him there. I want to see John Cena in more stuff, too. He killed it with Peacemaker, and I want to see him kind of have that Batista arc, where it's going to happen, Chad. Like, Batista is going to be nominated for an Oscar and probably several Oscars throughout his career. Like, he's going for it. No doubt. Like, even if the movies he's in I don't, love, he's usually consistently, really good. Even in the M. Night Shyamalan movie he did, Knock at the Cabin. I thought he was great in that role. He's done other amazing stuff, too, and I think he'll continue to do so. I loved the duo that was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. They really have great chemistry with each other. That's why Twins worked as well as it did. And they were so much fun talking about Batman. He's like, yeah, we both fought Batman. What was it? David was like, how'd he kill you, Arnold? He's like, heat. He used heat. I was Mr. Freeze. And he's like, he threw me out a window. And it's like, there he is. Looking at Michael Keaton. And Michael Keaton, he's like, he's a funny guy, so he played around with them too. I thought that was great. It's like, let's get him. It would have been. I would have thought it would have been even more hilarious if Arnold went, he looks a little different. He looks a lot different. I don't know if that's him. That would have been great. I love that. I thought that was really funny. And then the presentation of a lot of the music, all the music I was presented, I thought was really good. But that I'm sorry, but the one of Ryan Gosling singing "I'm Just Ken," they nailed it. It was amazing. That entire section, and then they gave it to the other song right after they finished that one. I was like, wow, that was like really fun and very well choreographed. They even had like Simu Liu there and everything, so that was great. John Mulaney's joke, why do you look weird? That's what he should have said. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, most of it, I thought the ceremony was good. It had a few kind of unfunny cringe moments, like mostly Jimmy Kimmel, and when they had Octavia Spencer and Melissa McCarthy up there, they're trying to do a bit. I'm like, this ain't working. I don't want to see the return. I want to see the triumphant return of Thunder Force. No, thank you. But I actually ended up really liking it. It was also just really fun to watch it with you guys, and there were some great speeches too. From the various actors, Divine Joy Randall's speech I thought was very good. Really liked what she had to say. Thought that was super nice. Emma Stone's speech I thought was really good as well. I like that. My dress, it's split. I'm too thick. I thought that was funny. So, but yeah, what about you guys? Overall, what do you think of the ceremony? What do you think of the winners? Anything that really stood out to you? Please let me know. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Can you imagine Al Pacino as Batman? The bad guys would know where he was immediately because he'd smell like old booze. He'd be obnoxiously loud. They would. It's true. But I have no Jimmy Kimmel or host next year. The awards will go. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, just get these like really fucking have. I'm gonna say it. Maybe just have Schwarzenegger and DeVito host the Academy Awards. Maybe have twins like do that. Because maybe what made it special though is like it was just for those two awards that they gave out, and that's what made it so funny. But I don't know, man. Maybe the two of them could do it. I wouldn't be shocked. And people love them, and they actually have good comedic timing. And plus, even when Arnold like messes up his lines, Danny will just make fun of him. I don't know what he's saying. Like he'll just mock him the whole time. You son of a bitch, yeah. Oh yeah, Michael Keaton smirking. Yeah, Michael Keaton just being slick, cool. Michael Keaton, I loved it. Yeah, you have the three of them fucking do it. Just do that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why do you look weird? But John Wayne was funny. He used my weakness, Arnold. He, DeVito, no, Latina maids. That would have been really funny. Oh, that would have been great. Yes. Yeah, Paul Giamatti, that was very classy. Paul Giamatti helping her up the stage and stuff. Oh, by the way, so many of the women, of those broads during the Oscars chat, they had like these weird pillow like dresses. It was like let me just wear my entire laundry I just took out of the fucking dryer. I'm going to wear that on top of my dress. Like, all of them had that. So many, it was like, why? You had, what's her name? Ariana Grande, who looked like like the Blob was eating her, like a big pink puffball. It's like, what is this? Very weird. I'm no fucking fashionista. I know a lot about fashion chat, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to wear a dress that looks like it's just completely made out of pillowcases. That was weird. But Paul Giamatti, helping Divine Joy Randolph up the stage and him crying too. That was nice. That was sweet. They really bonded over that movie. Oh, you're right. Chris Ayers, you're right. They did botch the in memoriam segment though. Like, why are you like cutting to this wide shot and so far away I can't see him? But I don't give a fuck about the dancers doing their things and like, yeah, these fucks are dead. It's like, what are you doing? That was very weird. I couldn't even see some of them, and some people they didn't even show. They just kind of listed out like Lance Reddick. So that was disappointing. I agree. They did botch that. That was a huge mistake. Oh, what was with Al Pacino? He's just old now. He's old and he's tired. He has like a newborn. He can't see. I'm too old. I'm too goddamn blind. I'm too tired. Oh man. The first Oscars in a while where it felt kind of fun. I agree, Bugs. It did. Apparently, this is the most views the ceremony's gotten in 4 years. I think what helped is you had some movies that people saw that were nominated. You had Barbie nominated, and that was the highest-grossing film of last year. Oppenheimer nominated. That was one of the highest-grossing films of last year too. It's in the top 10. You had the event that was just Barbenheimer itself, of course. You had interesting stars. You had that people whose performances they were really invested in, from Lily Gladstone to Emma Stone to Robert Downey Jr. and stuff. It's like, oh, okay. So people were like, wow, You had some really big animated movies. Godzilla had a presence there. So hey, you just had a lot of these things that were just kind of culturally, had penetrated the cultural zeitgeist, and so lots of people were probably interested, and it worked for the most part. At least the actors presenting the animated features weren't saying things like, it's for the kids. Like, yeah, I hated that. Ooh, that pisses me off when they do that. So, yeah. No, how they presented the best animated films, that was good. Good. All I wanted to be is King Conan and then retire. Yeah, I know. I want to be King Conan. I don't know if they could even pull it off now, but if they were to do an animated film or an animated series of him as King Conan, and where maybe it's made by Jenny Tartovsky, who did stuff like Primal, Samurai Jack, I'd watch that. It'd be really cool. I also have Kimmel in the morning of the Oscars. It was a lot of fun this year. Yeah, it was also really fun watching with you guys. You guys made it great. Oh, God, nothing would get done. I will say something nice about Pacino last night with him presenting Best Picture. Mini Insomnia Arena with him and Nolan. That's true. That's right. When Al Pacino could still see. Billy Crystal again. He wasn't there this year, right? He didn't show up. I was getting high and I was drinking throughout the presentation, so I didn't notice. If he was there, I didn't notice him. However, have whoever host beat up Kimmel for 3 hours, they'll do fine. Oh, the mini La La Land reunion. I'm just gonna. Oh, yeah. Emma Stone. It's true. Have Danny DeVito as the trash man host the Oscars. Have it be the cast of Always Sunny. Have them do it. Rock Birdie, good to have you. Ariana always wears something too voluminous. Yes. Elmer, good to see you. Hi, Chris. Sorry I've been away these past few days. I was on vacation in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I hope you had a good time in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Like a chewed up wad of gum. That's what she looked like, yeah. I was saying about the dress yesterday. Are they wearing bed sheets? Yeah, it looked. Yeah, there was some. I was like, what? And it was like everyone was doing that. So I guess that's fucking. In fashion right now. I have no idea. I don't follow that stuff, but I guess that was the big thing. That's what I thought about Grande. I was like, why is she wearing a comforter? I know some were mad at Downey for not hugging Q Kwan when he was accepting his award. Like, who cares? And he hugged him backstage. Why? Why was he mad? Why would people be mad? I didn't even notice that. That's so weird. Yeah, Q Kwan hosted the. He's the one that talked about Robert Downey Jr. Oh, that's weird. No One to Watch, and Neil Montoya and his friends sing the song from Step Brothers. Best dress, though, was Anya Taylor-Joy looking fine. Oh, I forgot what she was wearing. Right here goes. Oh, thank you, Drew. Appreciate that. Yep, got a haircut recently. Feeling good. And as the weather's getting warmer, want to get my hair cut because it gets hot. I get the vapors with long hair. Florence people look great. Also, Haley Steinfeld. Oh, I must have missed her there. Oh, and the other weird dress there was Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt wore like a Kevlar jacket. It was very weird, like a harness. I was like, that's an odd dress. Yeah. But yeah, also the memoriam segment was weird with not showing the video in full screen. That was a huge mistake. No, I had a pretty good speech. I'm too old, I'm too tired, I'm too blind. I should know what Bluey is. 83-year-old father of a newborn apogee. They should have voiced one of the characters on Bluey now, since he's a frequent watcher. Oh. Remember when Emma Stone was on an episode of Malcolm in the Middle where it played one of the girls Lois gets revenged on for picking on Reese? No. Who would have thought she would end up being a 2-time Oscar winner? I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, he was in Critters 3. He was in Critters Part 3. That's the crazy thing. Like, humble beginnings. Humble beginnings for a lot of these actors. Yeah, we're talking about the memorial sucked. I agree, Darkslayer. Yeah. Because he just hates the women. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better. Get Adam Carolla next year, man. Show Zigzag. Oh, man, I don't know about that. I don't think that'll work out very well. Hurricanes were pretty. They should have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman present this year to promote Deadpool, Wolverine. Everyone else did. Anya and Hemsworth for Furiosa, Ariana, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Oh, that's right. There it is. There's that head. Probably forgot because we were making horse jokes about porn. I think we were like, oh yeah, she was there. I guess so. I was like, oh, I mean the horse. Yes. The living, breathing anime character that walked on stage. Yes, I think that's what it was. I didn't notice. I was staring at her eyes. I couldn't help it, Chad. Oh man, that's true. I got a big head. I got some physical traits of my own. Robert Downey. I want to thank my wife for sticking around when I was a piece of shit for many years. She fixed me, y'all. Believe them when they say they can fix you. Tons of Oscars. Straight up, he did. Yeah, I mean that's what happened. She really helped him out. No question about it. Yeah. Emily Blunt wore the first upgrade armor from Assassin's Creed. Gosling and Blunt were funny, but them dedicated stunt work, but still want to. Yeah, they should do a category. I know they were finally doing a shout out, but they should do a category. I'm doing a category. I'm doing like best fight scene. At least no one dressed like C-3PO. I'm looking at you, Zendaya. Oh, I know. She's always dressing crazy now. All three Dune It girls are at the ceremony. They also look great despite Corey and Martin saying she looked like a human lollipop. I don't remember what she looked like. Let me look at, because you guys are, I was like, oh yeah, what do some of these people look like? Let me see Zendaya. Zendaya Oscars. Let's see. Oh. I think she looks really nice. Zendaya on the War Cop. She's like, I don't see the lollipop thing. Or her hair is just, it's got like a medium cut going on, and she's got like, it's like a pink and silver dress. I don't really see that, to be honest. Like a lollipop. I don't get it. I disagree. You have America Ferrera. She wore that old like pink dress for Barbie. It's more lollipop-esque, I suppose. Yeah, I don't really see it. No, I know. Here, I'll share my screen with you guys. Here, let me get a picture out. Yeah, I don't really see it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, like right there. I don't see the lollipop thing. I don't really get it. No, it just looks like it's just a pink and silver dress. Yeah, I think her hair looks really good. It's a nice, classy hairstyle. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see it either. Yeah. Looks like a girl in a dress. No, look at her, guys. She's a lollipop. Okay, you say so. Interesting. Oh, was it a different? Did she look different? Did she change her dress at some point? Oh, Zendaya, Oscar. Okay, I'll keep looking at it. Her head isn't big. I didn't think her head was that big. That's the dress I'm seeing, Chad. I'm not seeing like a different dress. Was it like during the presentation or something? No, I'm wrong. Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I realized it was a DT. Oh yeah, DT was saying that. I guess she looked like a lollipop. I'm like, I don't really see it. I don't mean to shit on their joke, but I'm just like, I don't get it. Maybe lollipops have changed back in the day. Maybe back in Corey and Martin's day. I don't know. They have those 60s, 70s eras lollipops. They're a little different. Maybe they all look like Zendaya back then, for all I know. I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's very best cinematography. Yeah. That's the image I'm seeing. I think she looks really good. Believe me, we made fun of all the dresses today, but I thought hers was kind of cool looking. I was like, I like the silver and pink. I think that was nice. Had some just diverse color schemes going on. Chris, it would look like open holes to me, so I don't know. Vinny D. Chris would say that. Jarvie, good to have you. They old men. They're just kind of old men. That's kind of what they are. And they're like, look at her. Look at this silly bro. I'm like, I don't know. It looks kind of nice. Oh, they're saying she's skinny. Well, yeah, she's very skinny. I agree. That's true. Gosling rocking the pink suit. He looked great in his suit. 100%. Yeah. Well, compared to his head, now my head looks like a lollipop. I agree. I got a big old head you can suck on, Chad. That's no question. I'm calling it like a slim lollipop. Okay. Oh man. It's because Zendaya's last name is actually Coleman. Oh yeah, I never really knew what like Zendaya's actual. Let me look up what her actual name is. I just was like, oh, Zendaya, that's her name. But I've never really looked up what her birth. I should say her real name. I should say her birth name is. Let me see. Zendaya Marie Stormer Coleman. Born September 1st, 1996, an American actress and singer. Okay, interesting. So her first name is Zendaya. Zendaya Coleman. Oh, she just chose to go by just her first name. Fair enough. Stormer, so she's a fucking Viking too, apparently so. Got that DNA. Her dad is from Africa, so I doubt any relation. No, I know. I know, Serenity, I know. It's not like, well, she's a black person named Coleman. Her and Corey must be related. That's how it works, right? Oh, my God. You're black. You must know each other. Oh, that's good. Police. Police. Call the police. Not on me. Oh, my God. In that case, it really is. It's a really small world after all. No question. Sometimes I think about how she got the clout to be known by just her first name so quickly. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that to me, that's like, okay, we're gonna make you a thing, but we're gonna be the name. It is a unique name. It's not a name you often hear. Canceled indefinitely? No. Bitch is like, give me some money. Give me some money. It'd be nice. Oh, man, but there you go, chap. The Academy Awards. So, yeah, overall, I thought it was really nice. I thought the ceremony, for the most part, was pretty good. Had a few hiccups, had a few cringe moments, but overall, presentation was good. They had some really funny moments, some good presenters I think did a pretty good job. Some highlights of the performances, especially I'm Just Ken, which I want to post my reaction. I have 3.5 hours of footage that I can't do anything with because ABC is being super aggressive with the copyright on YouTube. And like I can't post it. Like even if I like heavily edit it or like, nope, we detected it. And it's not even like it's demonetized, it's like it's blocked. And it's like fuck. So that's a little frustrating. That's a little frustrating to me. But hey, it's cool to talk about. I can post this. I can at least post this on YouTube. Kind of our reactions to the show itself. So that was pretty good. There you go. What dicks? Yeah, it sucks because you have all these other YouTubers. Well, the thing is, it's like, well, let me see, because all these other YouTubers are posting their live reactions, but they didn't use any footage. They didn't use any footage of the ceremony. It's just them. So it's funny because I was like, well, I guess we could just do it that way in case it doesn't work out. Like I can't get it, so we can watch it, together. I'd be like, well, okay, it'll just be me, and I'll have like an app open, and I can watch it that way. And that's what they all did because they knew they couldn't use any of the footage because of the copyrights. So yeah, it just sucks. If it's just like 10 seconds, yeah, it's like 10 seconds. So it's I can make shorts out of them though. I'll make shorts out of that footage. And I'll post it to my platforms like YouTube and TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. So I can still use it. I just can't use it in the way I wanted to. So yeah, you got to make some changes. But yeah, like 10 seconds. That's why for when I do my my reviews and I post to YouTube, even if I do like a live review on Twitch and I edit it, although I'm creating content just exclusively for YouTube now. I use like the 10 seconds because then, although the one where they were really aggressive about it was for Dune, for that. So even if it was 10 seconds, they were coming after me still. So it's like fuck. So I had to like make it even shorter. So that was a pain in the ass. But anyway, I had to do like several different versions of my Dune review. Dune Part 2, that is. Lisa, gonna head to bed. The time change has got me fucked up. Yeah, same. No, night call, night chat. Night, Lisa, hard hands. No, I'm right there with you, Lisa. The time change kind of fucked me up this week, too. Yeah, plus, we did a watch party on Friday. Or was it Saturday? I forgot what, was it Saturday? I don't remember. Whatever day we did it. And, it messed me up. Because we went to bed, like, super, super late. And I was paying for it for the rest of the weekend. And finally, I guess technically all 3 days we did watch parties, chat. So nice, very nice. It was a fun weekend. It was a good time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the way we did the watch party for the Oscars. I think we can make that a consistent thing. You guys want me to do it again that way next year? We can do it that way again next year. And again, huge thank you to Tommy. Huge thank you to Space Cowboy for finding me that link and the means of which to watch it. So everyone's saying yes. Yeah, it was a good time.